A small, sleepy town in Maine, USA. Clara, a young journalist, is visiting her family for the weekend. She decides to take the late-night bus back to Boston after reporting on a local festival. Clara notices a man a few rows ahead, tall, wearing an old trench coat and a wide-brimmed hat. His face is partially hidden, but he seems familiar. Yet, she has never met him before. The bus ride is quiet, almost too quiet. Most passengers are asleep. Only a few flickering overhead lights illuminate the rows of seats. As the bus moves along empty roads, Clara realizes she doesn't remember passing the last two towns. When she asks the driver about it, he glances at her strangely and mutters, "Not on this route." The lights flicker, and she notices something unnerving. Every few minutes, the passengers slowly turn their heads toward her. Without blinking, their faces eerily blank. She looks again, and they are staring straight ahead, as if nothing happened. She finds a small notebook in the seat pocket filled with scribbled names and times. One page is marked with today's date, Clara H., 11:42 p.m. Her heart races. There's no way anyone could know she was on this bus. Clara tries to get the driver's attention. When she reaches the front, the seat is empty. The bus is moving itself. The man in the trench coat is now standing silently behind her, never speaking, never moving closer, just watching. She tries to exit at the next stop. There isn't one. Every attempt to open the doors fails. The scenery outside becomes unrecognizable. Forests stretch endlessly, and the moon casts unnatural shadows on the road. Her phone dies, despite being fully charged. Finally, she sees a sign in the fog ahead. Last stop, you. The man in the trench coat lifts his head fully. Now she can see his face, an exact copy of her own. The bus lurches forward, faster than humanly possible. Clara realizes she is not traveling through space. She's traveling through time, or something worse, toward a version of reality where she will vanish completely. The bus doors finally open. She is alone on the highway. No sign of the bus. Only her notebook lies at her feet. The last page is blank, except for a single, handwritten line in red. Last stop, you.
When David's boss sent him to another city for a week-long project, he didn't think twice. The company had arranged a small house for him to stay in, a quiet place on the outskirts of town. As his car rolled through the empty streets that evening, he noticed something strange. No one was outside. Every window was shut, every door locked, and not a single light flickered. The silence was suffocating. The house was old but clean. Still, David felt uneasy the moment he stepped in. The air smelled stale, as if no one had lived there for years. That night, as he tried to sleep, he heard faint footsteps in the hallway. When he checked, no one was there. Only a cold breeze brushed past him, and the main door, he was sure he had locked, was now slightly open. The next day, he asked a shopkeeper in town about the strange quietness. The old man simply whispered, "You shouldn't stay there, not after dark." Before David could ask more, the man shut his shop and left. That night, David couldn't bear it anymore. The whispers, the creaking floor, and the feeling of being watched pushed him to the edge. He packed his bags and drove off in the middle of the night. As he sped down the narrow forest road back home, the fog grew thick. Suddenly, he saw one standing in the middle of the road, her white dress soaked, her hair covering her face. He slammed the brakes. The woman turned slowly and screamed, a blood-curdling, inhuman scream that echoed through the forest. Terrified, David hit the gas and drove as fast as he could. In the rearview mirror, he saw her still standing there, smiling now, her eyes glowing faintly in the dark. When David reached home the next morning, he called his boss and said he was quitting. His boss was confused. "David," he said, "we didn't send you to that city. The project was canceled weeks ago." David froze. The call dropped. And from behind him, in the reflection of his window, he saw the same woman, standing silently, whispering his name.